You open your chart, you see price moving, you feel like you almost understand what's happening, but somehow your trades still lose. Not always, but enough to make you doubt yourself. And the frustrating part? You're trying, you're watching videos, you're learning. So why does it still feel like you're stuck? Today, I'm going to walk you through the most common mistakes beginners repeat in Forex trading. Not just what they are, but why they happen. Because until you understand why, you'll keep repeating them without even realizing it. This is not about quick profits. This is about staying in the game long enough to become profitable. Section 1. Why this matters before any strategy. Before we talk about mistakes, you need to understand something important. Most beginners don't fail because they lack strategy. They fail because they misunderstand the game itself. Forex trading is not about predicting the market perfectly. It's about managing uncertainty. Every trade you take is a probability, not a guarantee. But beginners treat trading like a guessing game, a fast way to make money, or worse, a test of intelligence. And that mindset leads directly to the mistakes we're about to cover. If you don't fix these, even the best strategy won't save you. Section 2. Mistake number 1. Not understanding why. Price moves. This is the foundation. Most beginners look at charts like they're just patterns. They see lines, indicators, shapes. But they don't ask the most important question. Why is price moving at all? Price moves because of orders. Buyers and sellers are constantly placing trades. When there are more aggressive buyers, price goes up. When there are more aggressive sellers, price goes down. It's that simple and that deep. Where beginners go wrong, they think this pattern means buy. That indicator means sell. Without understanding who is actually moving the market. The result, you enter trades blindly. You don't know who you're trading against, why price might reverse, or when momentum is actually weakening. What to focus on instead? Start thinking in terms of buyers versus sellers, momentum versus exhaustion, areas where decisions were made before, because trading is not about patterns, it's about behavior. Section 3. Mistake number 2. Ignoring market structure. Market structure simply means the way price moves over time. Is it going up? Higher highs, higher lows? Going down? Lower highs, lower lows? Moving sideways? This sounds basic, but most beginners ignore it completely. What beginners do? They zoom into small time frames and start taking trades based on tiny movements. They might sell in an uptrend, buy in a downtrend, or trade randomly in a choppy market. Why this happens? Because they're focused on entries, not context. They want to catch moves quickly. The consequence? You end up fighting the market, and when you fight the market, you lose more often than you win. What to do instead? Before every trade, ask, what is the overall direction? Where is price coming from? Where is it likely going? You don't need perfection, you need alignment. Trade with the structure, not against it. Section 4, mistake number 3, using the wrong lot size. This is where many accounts die. Lot size determines how much money you risk per trade, but beginners don't treat it seriously. What beginners do? They use large lot sizes to grow fast, increase size after a loss to recover, or choose size randomly. Why this happens? Because they focus on how much they can make, not how much they can lose. The reality, you are not one trade away from success, but you are one bad trade away from serious damage. Example, let's say you risk too much. You lose 5 trades in a row, which is normal. Now your account is down heavily. Emotion kicks in. You start forcing trades, and now it's no longer trading, it's damage control. What professionals do differently, they protect capital first. They think, if I lose this trade, I'm still fine. Simple rule, your lot size should be small enough that a loss feels boring, not painful. Because once losses become emotional, your decision-making breaks down. Section 5. Mistake number 4. Neglecting spreads. Spreads are one of the most ignored concepts in trading, but they affect every single trade you take. What is a spread? It's the difference between the buy price and the sell price. Why it matters? Every time you enter a trade, you start in a small loss because of the spread. What beginners do, they trade at random times. Enter during high spreads, like news or low liquidity periods. Ignore how spreads affect stop loss and take profit. The consequence, you might be right about direction, but still lose money. Example, you place a tight stop loss. The spread widens. Your trade gets stopped out, even though price didn't truly hit your level. What to do instead? Be aware of when spreads increase, which pairs have higher spreads. How far your stop loss is from entry trading is not just direction, it's also execution. Section 6. Mistake number 5 on not using a proper stop loss. This one is dangerous. A stop loss is not optional, it's protection. What beginners do, they don't use stop loss at all. They move it when price goes against them, or they place it randomly. Why this happens? Because they don't want to accept being wrong. The truth. Losses are part of trading. Avoiding them doesn't make you better, it makes you vulnerable. The real danger? One trade without a stop loss can wipe out weeks or months of progress. What to understand? A stop loss is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of discipline. Better approach. Place your stop loss at a point where your idea is invalidated, not where it feels comfortable. Section 7. Mistake number 6. Overtrading. This is one of the fastest ways to destroy consistency. What beginners do? Take too many trades. Trade out of boredom. Jump into setups that aren't clear why this happens, because they feel like they always need to be in the market. The reality, the market does not reward activity, it rewards patience. Overtrading leads to more losses, more emotional decisions, less clarity. What professionals understand? Sometimes the best trade is no trade. Waiting is part of the job. Section 8. Mistake number 7. Chasing the market. You see price moving fast. You feel like you're missing out, so you enter late. What happens next? Price pulls back. You're now in a bad position. Why this happens? Because of urgency and fear of missing out. The truth. Opportunities in the market are constant, but good entries require patience. What to remember? If you feel rushed, it's probably not a good trade. Section 9. Mistake number 8. Not having a clear reason for entry. This is subtle but powerful. Many beginners enter trades because it looks like it will go up. It feels right. That's not a reason. That's a guess. The problem, if you don't know why you entered, you won't know when to exit. Whether the trade is still valid or what you did wrong. What to do instead? Before every trade, be able to answer, why am I entering here? What confirms my idea? What would prove me wrong? Clarity reduces mistakes. Section 10. Mistake number 9. Emotional decision-making. This is where everything comes together. Even if you understand everything we've discussed, emotion can still override logic. Common emotional patterns: revenge trading after a loss, overconfidence after a win, fear causing early exits. Why this happens? Because money is involved, and money triggers emotion. The solution is not to remove emotion. That's impossible. The solution is to control your actions despite emotion. That comes from structure rules. Discipline section. 11. Bringing it all together. Let's simplify everything. Most beginner mistakes come from 3 things: lack of understanding, lack of structure, lack of discipline, not lack of intelligence, not lack of potential, just lack of the right approach. Final takeaway, very important. If you remember only one thing from this video, let it be this. Your goal is not to win more trades. Your goal is to protect your capital long enough to learn, because survival comes before profit. Always. If this helped you see trading more clearly, then you're already ahead of most beginners. On this channel, The Trading Jagaban, we focus on clarity over hype, discipline over shortcuts, and long-term growth over quick wins. If that's what you're serious about, subscribe and stay consistent. And before your next trade, ask yourself, am I trading with understanding or just reacting? That one question can change everything.